The seed beneath the storm. The seed doesn't grow because you stare at it. It grows because you believe it will. Change doesn't begin with action, it begins with belief. The only thing standing between you and the life you want, is the story you keep telling yourself. In a quiet village nestled among lush green hills, lived a young man named Ravi. He was a dreamer. Not the kind of dreamer who merely sleeps with visions in his head, but one who burned with a desire to change his life, to make his parents proud, to rise above the ordinary. He longed for a life where he didn't have to struggle for every coin, where his name would mean something. But while dreaming was easy, living it was not. Every morning came with hope, and every evening went with regret. His days were filled with empty promises to himself. Tomorrow I'll start, but tomorrow never came. Procrastination became his prison. Doubt, his only companion. He felt like a bird born with wings, but trapped in a cage of his own excuses. One rainy evening, Ravi sat beneath the ruins of a broken shelter. Thunder rumbled in the sky above, but inside his heart, the storm was worse. His shirt clung to his back, soaked and cold. He hugged his knees to his chest and whispered into the darkness, "I try so hard, but nothing ever changes. Maybe people like me aren't meant to succeed." A gentle voice replied, calm as still water, "Or maybe you're watering the wrong thoughts." Startled, Ravi turned. An old man with peaceful eyes and a quiet smile had sat beside him unnoticed. He was Guru Pranav, known by all in the village, not just for his wisdom, but for the peace he carried like an invisible cloak. "Why do you sit here with such sadness?" the Guru asked softly. Ravi hesitated, then spoke, voice cracking. "I have dreams, Guruji, big ones, but no matter what I do, I keep failing. I think, maybe I'm just unlucky." The Guru nodded gently, then asked, "Have you ever planted a seed?" Ravi blinked. "Yes, in my backyard." The old man leaned closer. "And do you dig it up every morning to see if it's growing?" Ravi let out a small laugh. "Of course not. That would kill the plant." "Guru," Pranav smiled. "Exactly. But that's what you do with your success. You plant the seed of effort, then dig it up with fear, doubt, and excuses." He paused, his voice firm but kind. "If you want anything to grow, especially success, you must first change the soil of your mind. Nothing blooms in poisoned thoughts." That night, the Guru shared 5 lessons, simple, yet powerful. Lessons that would change Ravi's life forever. Lesson 1. Stop blaming. Ravi had spent too long pointing fingers at the world, his parents, his past, even fate. But Guru Pranav said, the moment you say, "I am responsible," you take back your power. Winners aren't people who had easy lives, they're people who took ownership of their own. Lesson 2. Turn pain into power. Every rejection Ravi felt, every failure he carried, had shaped him. Pain is not punishment, it is potential in disguise, the Guru said. Like fire to metal, challenges can either melt you or forge you. Lesson 3. Practice daily gratitude. A grateful heart, said the Guru, is like a magnet for blessings. Ravi was taught to list 3 things each day that he was thankful for. Slowly, his focus shifted from what was missing to what was possible. Lesson 4. Visualize the life you want. Guru Pranav closed his eyes and told Ravi to do the same. See it, believe it. If your mind sees it clearly, your feet will start walking toward it. Lesson 5. Discipline over motivation. Motivation fades like morning mist. But discipline, that's the sunlight that nourishes your dreams. Wake up early. Do what's right, even when you don't feel like it. That is how ordinary people build extraordinary lives. From that night on, something shifted in Ravi. He didn't become a millionaire overnight, but he became someone else entirely. He began waking up before sunrise. He cleaned the space where he slept. He read 1 page from a book on personal growth daily. He wrote his gratitude list every single morning, and he quietly began working on a small online business. People mocked him at first. "You've changed," they said. Ravi smiled. "Yes, because I finally changed my mindset." Months passed. Orders came in slowly, then steadily. One day a big client noticed his work. Opportunities he once dreamed of were now knocking on his door. His name began to spread. His family, once worried, now smiled with pride. But what truly made Ravi feel rich wasn't the money. It was the peace in his heart, the confidence in his steps, and the quiet knowing that he had become the man he once only dreamed of being. One day, Ravi returned to the same broken shelter, but this time, he wasn't the one sitting in despair. A young boy sat there now, eyes full of tears, whispering the same words Ravi once had. Nothing in my life ever changes. Ravi sat beside him, just like the guru once did. He looked at the boy, smiled gently, and asked, "Have you ever planted a seed?" Because success is never an accident. It grows from belief, from daily discipline, from a heart that refuses to give up. If you change your mind, you change your world. So, start today. Start small, but start with your mindset.